Ultimate TV. I'm glad you are watching. Thank you for joining us today on another edition of trending news around the world. We're going to be talking about things that happened within the week and currently happening not only in Nigeria but also across the globe. All right, don't forget to like and subscribe, and also turn up your notification button to receive our updates as they arrive. All right, more when we come back. All right, thank you for being there. All right, we'll be talking about trending topics, and I have my friends here once more. I have. Thank you for being with me on the show. How are you today? All right, nice having you. And Moses.
Yeah,
All right,
thank you.
Moses UBA. Uba. All right. Thank you. Right, we go right away to the topics. We start with topics from Nigeria, and then we go to other
Foreign
parts
news.
of the world, the foreign news. Thank you. All right. We kidnapped the Nollywood actors regain freedom.
Yeah,
You recall that they were abducted on set, on location. Sometimes ago they were abducted. So we don't know if any ransom was paid for their release, but one of the actors came out to say that the kidnappers mocked them for offering 1.2 million as against 100 million
million
that
initially.
yes, 100 million that they asked for. Well, anyway, thank God they they are freed now eventually. I think that is Cynthia Okereke, right?
Yeah.
And I think Clemson, what is his
Abogidi.
other name? Yes, Abogidi. All right, both have regained freedom. Then, well, still on another entertainer, Charlie Boy
Charlie Boy.
says he is tired of his 45-year-old marriage. Not as if there is any problem. Well, I think the man needs a new. The man just wants a young blood. He wants to renew his blood. Well, that's good luck to him. That is his choice. Okay. 5 more Abuja train victims regain freedom. Can
Good.
you tell us about it, Moses?
Yeah, few months back there was a train attack. Many were abducted, and many has been released. And thank God, these five have been released. And we're hoping for more. The government to do more for more to be released because it's not easy out there. There was one
It's
who
horrible.
very horrible. One of the man testified that he was the official doctor in the
And
camp.
now that he's no longer in the camp,
Who will be the
who
doctor?
will treat
Who
them?
will treat them?
We treat them, and
Sad
their
enough.
condition, they don't even know their fate. Their
Fate.
condition is unpredictable in that situation. Honestly, that is horrible, and
It's
we
very
hope
bad.
that there will be intervention for them, quick intervention for
Right.
the victims that are still in the
In the camp.
in the abductors den. Yes, in the abductors
They call it
den.
camp.
Oh, camp den.
It's a camp.
It's a den.
Den.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. You know what it means to be in the den of the lion. That's the experience over there. From the look, there was even a time they were being flogged.
Yeah.
That's horrible. All right. Governor Autumn
Yeah.
inaugurates
Benue Community
Benue
Volunteer
Community Volunteer Guards. Benue Community Volunteer Guards. You recall that he talked about it earlier,
Yeah.
given that Benue has large forests
Forest.
where these terrorists usually camp.
and high.
Yes, they have occupied Niger. Niger also has a large forest
Yeah.
now. They have occupied it, and Benue has taken a step to organize community guards. But do you think the government will
Approve such.
approve it since state policing
Policing.
now is out of it? Do you think government
Well,
approves it?
he needs to do what it takes to protect his people.
Yeah.
He just needs to do it. I am sure the federal government will applaud him for that. It's a good step
Yeah.
to take because the federal government are not there. He's the one there. He's the one to be held responsible.
Is your
for.
territory.
Yes,
So
and
if
his
the
territory
government
is
is not
hold
doing
his hands.
anything, you can't fold your
And you
hands
want-
And they are
and allow
volunteers.
your people to
Destroy
be destroy your land, to be infiltrated by strangers.
Bandits.
And, all right, let's go to the next one. A man caught raping a mad woman in an uncompleted building.
Wow.
Amarachi, a man caught raping a man in
Mad woman.
in an uncompleted building. Tell us about it.
Yes, the news had it that a man was caught red-handed raping a mad woman in an uncompleted building. An
Red-handed.
eyewitness. Yes, an eyewitness.
With color red in his hands.
Well, he said, according to the man, he said he was passing by the uncompleted building and he was hearing sounds of ecstasy. You know, when people are
Yeah.
undergoing sexual
Alright.
intercourse. So he was like, he wanted to just go, just to spy, to even find out. Not really, he was not expecting to see that, to find out that it was a mad woman and a normal man. it was serious. And then the funniest part of the storyline is that when he raised an alarm and people gathered and they started questioning the man, why
is he
are
doing
you
it?
doing this? And he said actually that this is not the first time.
Wow.
So the man usually go there to catch fun with the woman, and just these days people had their way of saying that, and they say that they will take him to the police, and then
To
know
court.
that she will be charged to court. Or if he doesn't want it that way, he should just accept to
Get married to the
mad
mad
woman.
woman. Of
So
course,
that's-
this is not the case of rape.
Mm.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's he had his content. They were both enjoying the act, but the thing is, the man is taking advantage of the mental disability of the woman.
Yeah.
Yes, he's taking advantage of her mental disability. That's not a case of rape anyway. Because
That's
they were
what
both
the news
they
started
both
saying.
consented to it. All right, then 2 die while fighting on Lagos Expressway.
This is serious.
All right, they're so belleful. All right, that they started fighting.
Fighting on the
Is
express.
it that they fought and both of them knocked each other with charm, or what actually happened?
What actually happened was that we were fighting on the expressway, on the highway in Oshodi, and then an oncoming vehicle
Lost control and ran into them.
That's just how one died on the spot,
On
the
the
other
spot.
one after some minutes.
Okay.
And I kept imagining what could have been the provocation or the misunderstanding that would have
Fight.
not even just fighting. Fighting is normal. That you forgot that you are
It's
on
on
an
the
express road. That's the serious.
Well,
the express.
They will continue the fight. They will settle themselves when they get there.
That's
If
true.
it's true that they actually see, when they get there, they will settle it. Yes,
To
and
their
I
death.
believe maybe by now they will have been settling. All right. So let's talk about. Okay, man set to marry his fiance's younger sister in Bochi a week after her death. Man set to marry fiance's younger sister a week after her death.
Just a week.
What's happening here? A week.
This is suspicious.
A week. Is it likely that on the day of her death, they started a relationship and married a week later?
A week.
Just a week,
A
yes.
week
In Bochi, it
after
happened in
her
Bochi. Happened in Bochi. You can see their picture.
Ah.
Yes, it happened in Bochi. Just a week after her death. Not 3 months. Not a year, not even 6 months. Okay, 3 months it was still okay. They have time to get along.
Yes, yeah.
Maybe in the process of consoling each other, they fell in love and all that. But what I'm thinking is that they were actually in the act
Yeah.
before the
Before
The
this.
death of the wife.
yes, before the demise of the fiancé. They had actually been in it, and well, I wouldn't like to say that. Well, you know what I'm about saying, but I don't. I don't want to say that they had something to do with the death of
The fiance.
yes, the death of the sister. And again, there is this trending video of this man who is doing the Agbado challenge.
Yeah.
And
The white man.
the Agbado challenge.
The Eba.
Agbado that the
And
presidential aspirant, Governor Tinubu, promised to use Agbado, Eba,
and
once
Dodo.
again, corn and
Corn
Dodo
and
promised
Dodo.
us. You can see the
singing
white
and
man,
singing.
yes, is really viral on the internet. You can see the white man singing
Vibing.
Agbado, Eba, Dodo, and all
Very
that.
funny.
Okay, all right. After this break, we'll be talking about trending news on the foreign scene. Thank you. Okay, welcome back. Before going on the foreign scene, a rapist, murderer of Akwa Ibom job seeker to die by hanging. I think his name is Akpan Oduak. Yes, tell us about it.
In Akwa Ibom State, it was found out a year ago that he actually invited a young lady for an interview. According to the news, he chatted the lady up on Twitter
Yeah, please, okay.
and invited the lady over for an interview, and that's how from till date the lady has been missing. And then later investigations went on, and it was found out that he raped the lady and killed the lady. And then the case has been on for a year plus now. And then on Thursday, just yesterday, the government the court of Uyo actually declared justice. He said they sentenced him to death by hanging. So, and I feel that's
justice.
Yeah, that's justice.
The
because-
family has found justice.
Yeah.
But if not that the family is connected, the case will have died down just.
Yes. Now, just like
If
others.
it has been the child of ordinary person, the case will have just died down. But I think this is a lesson to youths. Don't be too desperate that you can just go anywhere. If at all you're being called for a job interview, make sure the location is where you can find other people, open
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
Why would you go to interview in somebody's house? Why would you do that? And she even went alone.
Yeah.
She went alone. So in that case, you're not supposed to go alone. And then make sure if you are to go for any interview or you are to meet anybody you met online, make sure it's an open space.
Yeah.
Don't go alone. Okay? Thank you. So we on the foreign scene now. On the foreign scene, we have China sanctions Nancy Pelosi over Taiwan's visit.
Yeah. So, before her visit, it was recorded that China warned that she should not come. but the White House
Insisted.
insisted that she must go, and that's how the sanctioning came about. That's how the sanctioning came about, and there are other things also
Then,
involved.
then China fires missiles over Taiwan. Tai- China fires missiles over Taiwan. It's not just Taiwan. Another one to Japan,
Yeah,
right?
so Japan has
So
warning.
why will one country want to subject the other? This is also happening in Ukraine.
Yeah,
Ukraine and Russia has been at war
Yeah.
since
For a long
February
time
this year, and it's still on. So why will one country want to subject the other?
you know, Ukraine. The same thing happening in Ukraine. The same thing happening in Taiwan and China now. Taiwan has been isolated. They've been on their own for years.
Independent nation of its
Yes.
own. Yes.
For years.
Okay.
So, United States came on as an alliance to be for them to work together. China try. They want to protect their territory, because if the United States become allies with Taiwan, there's no how and there's no doubt they will build a military base there. Same thing as Japan. They will build a military base. That is what China is afraid of. And that's the same issue with Russia and Ukraine. And that's why if you see now, it's US, the United States are the one pushing this, trying to back them up. And also if you go through down, you see Nancy Pelosi has told the Taiwan people that she has vowed they will never be left isolated. So they are not alone in this. And also the European Union and they are trying to stand on the fence. The UN, they are trying to stand on the fence. They don't want to get involved into this new China and Taiwan stuff.
Of course, it may likely
Lead
become a
a
World
war.
War thing.
Yeah.
So
World
that's
War thing.
why the international community is trying to be diplomatic
Yes.
about it. And I also learned that the Chinese president visited Iran.
Mhm.
So, what's going on here? If Chinese president is visiting Iran, that means that the Iran and
Yeah,
Chinese
China,
are
Iran,
forming
Pakistan.
allies.
Yeah.
Even the
Uh,
Pakistan as
Oh,
well.
okay. All right. And the Chinese recently has been firing warning strikes to Taiwan majorly, and the first strike killed about three people
people.
and injured
Well, it wasn't intention though, but it was a warning strike.
warning strike, and they have continued to
I pray.
fire.
Fire.
It doesn't lead to war.
To war.
That's the most important thing.
And now
War is not something
It's
anyone
not-
pays
it's
for.
not.
It can be devastating, and the impact of the Ukraine-Russia war is affecting countries, especially even Africa,
Yes.
is being affected. All right, we come to the end of trending topics today. Let's have a recap of the topics for today. Kidnapped Nollywood actors regain freedom. Charlie Boy, I'm tired of my 45-year-old marriage. 5 more Abuja train victims regain freedom. Governor Autumn inaugurates Benue Police Community Volunteer Guards. A man caught raping a mad woman in an uncompleted building. Rapist, murderer of Akwa Ibom job seeker to die by hanging. Two die while fighting in Lagos Expressway, Oshodi inward Bagada on Tuesday. And on the foreign news, China sanctions Nancy Pelosi over Taiwan visit, says Foreign Ministry. China fire missiles over Taiwan. Chinese drills around Taiwan intensely as Pelosi vows Taiwan won't be isolated. All right. And before we go, I'd like you to see this picture, all right, found on the internet. You can see that artist drawing that man seated there, and you can see the picture is the image is coming out there. The man, while the man sits there innocently and watching
Waiting
him,
for his portrait.
I believe that by the time he comes out to see this portrait,
Trouble.
fight will ensue.
Serious one.
Just like one comedian made a caricature picture of Governor Sowolu then.
Yeah.
All right, thank you for joining us. We'd like to have your comments or your opinion, all right, in our comment section. Don't forget to like and share. Turn on your notification button to get our update as they arrive live. Thank you once again. Thank you, Amarachi. Thank you, Moses.
Thank you.
And I am your uncle, Lovely Carrie. See you again next time. Bye.